Hello there. This is an astrological forecast for Leo for June of 2013. This also applies if you have a Leo ascendant. So my dear Leos, this month there's a big focus on anything to do with your friendships, people around you, networking, getting together with people socially. Mars is in your 11th house all month. So this is a good time to work in teams, to work on projects, to collaborate with people, to do anything that takes you into a context where you're working with people that you're sharing a common interest. You might find yourself running something, delegating something, organising something. Of course, Leos, you're perfect at that, so this is what will be good for that as well. And also, with the Sun Jupiter in that house for much of this month until the 25th of the month, again, it's a time to make sure you're focused on meeting some new people as well. Don't always go around the same scenarios. Look for some new people, some new opportunities. It's a really good time for going out and really just being very proactive with meeting people and getting together with people. It could also bring some new friends into your life at this time. So very social time for the first 25 days of this month. After that, we've got a lot happening astrologically. First of all, we've got Pluto going Mercury going retrograde. See, Mercury does your head in when you only have to think about a retrograde, and Mercury rules your communication skills. And it goes retrograde from the 26th of this month until the 19th of July. So try to get any important paperwork done, any important deals, interviews, anything like that, any technology, anything that needs repairing, your car, your computer, try and get it done before the retrograde. And also try to make your travel plans as well before it goes retrograde. It's going to be retrograde in your 12th house, along with a lot of planets as well for this month, along with Venus and Jupiter afterwards. I'm coming to that. So this is a month, particularly towards the end of it, where it's important to go inside yourself, to take some quiet time out, not to be too much out there. You can do that for the first 3 weeks of the month. Then it's time to be reflective, to reflect on this last year, because of course your birthdays are coming up soon, my dear Leos. It's going to be you in the spotlight soon. So it's time to think about what you've achieved and what you feel as though you've yet to achieve, what you would like to have from this year coming. Venus, much of the month in this 12th house. Good time just to be quiet, to do something nice maybe for somebody else, to help somebody who needs some help. But it's also just really important that you take quiet time and that you maybe meditate, you listen to your dreams, you maybe do some metaphysical work, look at some astrology, learn some astrology, study it. I'd be delighted, of course. But that's very important, to have that time of reflection, particularly during the Mercury retrograde. From the 26th of the month, particularly, is when you should be able to gain some special insights into how you want to take your life forward for this year coming. From the 28th of the month, we've got Venus in your first house in your sign. So this should be a boost for you. It's also a time when you could meet somebody nice, maybe get into a romance, or at least draw people to you in a very magnetic way. I mean, Leos, for the most part, you have a very magnetic personality, but with Venus in that first house towards the end of the month, you will be able to draw to you things that you really want, and people should be very nice and pleasant to you. Also, make sure you're doing something nice for yourself. Venus in the first, that really means either getting yourself a nice piece of jewelry or clothing, or just something that makes you feel good, that gives you that boost. Make the most of that Venus in your sign. And the other thing to tell you is that Jupiter changes sign on the 26th of the month. Jupiter is the planet of good fortune, of expansion, of good luck. And it's actually going to be in your 12th house from the 26th of this month until the 15th of July of 2014. What does this mean? Well, very often Jupiter in the 12th house is actually very fortunate. It's like having a lucky star that you're not aware of. It's having like a divine protection, but you're not necessarily aware that it's there, but you notice it just quietly. Quietly, you notice things in your life that are working out. Maybe something is healed, a relationship is healed, something physical, maybe a job works out, but things working out for you on a very quiet way, on a quieter level. And it's also a very wonderful time for, as I said earlier, anything metaphysical, anything about developing your psychic abilities, your intuitive abilities, so that you can develop that more and use that with your logical brain and get many more of the results and the things that you really want in your life. So there you have it, my dear Leo. I wish you a great month. Thank you to those of you who sign up for the newsletter, who come for readings, ask questions. I love hearing from you. Bye for now.